Hello, my name is YanityZ, and in this video, we're going to be focusing on how to play different versions of Minecraft in Minecraft Java Edition. This video is going to be a little bit different than normal. Normally, I would write out a script and use that to guide my videos. This video, I am just winging it, so please bear with me as we work through this together. So if you normally play with Java Edition, when you open up your Minecraft, you should be shown the Minecraft launcher, which is this window seen here. The version of the game that you are about to play, if you were to hit the green play button right now, is whatever is in this menu here, which right now is the latest release, which is 1.16.2, which actually just came out today at the time of recording. If I go ahead and click on that menu, open it up, it will show me other options for which to play. By default, that usually will show you the latest release and latest snapshot. I do happen to have a couple other versions though installed on my computer. It will let me play any of those if I were to click on those instead. But what I want to be able to show you today is actually how to get a different version from what is shown on here in order to play a game. For example, if you're on a server, your server has not yet updated to the latest release, which is actually what was happening on an SMP that I was playing on today, that our server is still on 1.16.1, whereas the latest release is 1.16.2. So we had a few people that were not quite sure how to get onto the server. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. Let's pretend that you only have the latest release installed. What you need to do is you'll see a few tabs up top here. We want to click on the Installations tab. Clicking on the Installations tab will also show you the different releases that you have available, which again, for most people, if you don't play around with this normally, you'll have the latest snapshot, which is actually the same as the latest release currently, because it was just the latest release was just released today. If you've played around with different installations before, you might have a couple other options. So I'm just going to assume that for a moment you only have those two versions. To be able to add another version, which this is absolutely any version of Java that has ever existed before, you can go ahead and click the New button right here. That will give you the option to create a new installation. The name of the installation doesn't really matter. If you want to call it Buttercup, and you know what that means, go for it. I usually, though, stick with the same name as the version that I am trying to install. So if I were trying to install the 1.16.1, I can go ahead and call it that. It does not really matter though. From there, I want to click the latest version, and you will see once again every version that I'm pretty sure has ever existed, all of the different snapshots, etc. Again, you can see different pre-releases, you can see different snapshots that were available for different versions. Maybe you have a previous world that you'd like to continue playing in a previous version. This is where you can get that version. But again, the one that we're looking for is release 1.16.1. 1.16 is not usually the one that most people will start playing on. We want the 1.16.1 in this situation is the one that we were looking for. From there, I don't usually play around with the game directory or the resolution, but that should pretty much get that version. From there, we can go ahead and click Create, and it will ask you if you want to install it on your computer, etc. Let's go ahead and get a version that I don't already have installed. Let's go ahead with the snapshot from, let's go with the release 1.15.2. 1.15.2 and go ahead and create. From there, we can go ahead if we wanted to play that version. There are two different ways to do that right away. You can see that if we were to hover over any of these versions, we can go ahead and just click the play on there. I will show you a different way in a moment, but let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and click the play. You can see that there's preparing. It starts downloading that version, and it will. But you can see here that it goes ahead and starts the game for us. And there we go. We can actually see down in the bottom left-hand corner that we are in fact in version 1.15.2. So going back to the launcher, I said previously that there is another way that you can also play the version that you had just installed. Just as a forewarning, I am recording this part much later than I recorded most of the rest of this video. So I apologize, things are going to look a little bit different. I just really wanted to finish up this video, so I'm doing that now. But you can see that we still have the 1.15.2 installed from last time. So if we wanted to play it again, we can do that under the installations. But rather than having to click on the installations tab, just under play, I had pointed out previously down here in this lower left hand menu, you can also see the different versions that you have installed, whether that's the latest release, the latest snapshot, which those might not be installed. I actually don't think that I have this 1.16.4 actually installed yet, but then any of the other ones that you happen to put on your computer. But going ahead and clicking on the version that you want and clicking the big play button from there will also start your Minecraft version that you would like to play. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, I'd appreciate you letting me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you really like this video and like to see more like it, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.